is good, you guys? It's your boy, the one, the only, NuttyRaya. Yeah, I know y'all saw that title. Y'all were like, what? This dude is doing movie reviews? Yeah. We're at that point where my dead gaming channel, I can just do whatever I want. Y'all should go. I'll leave the link in the description. I even posted a freaking political commercial video. It was like a review on that one. So I guess, yeah, we're doing reviews. Might do movie reviews, might do commercial reviews, might do freaking Lego reviews. At this point, we're open to suggestions, so the comments are always open. Y'all know that. And so I'm a pretty, you know, I am pretty, but no, I am a pretty good movie enthusiast. I used to be. I used to watch. Yeah, me and my mom were like good, crazy movie enthusiasts. We'd always be watching all types of movies, old movies, new movies, and it's been a while since I watched movies, you know. But I was on TikTok, scrolling by, you know, trying to find a movie to watch, cause, you know. And then I came across, it was like some random video, and it's about this kid. He's mentally disabled, but the TikTok video put it in a different way.
This is a mentally retarded teenager.
It's a great movie. It's called Radio. It came out in 2003. It's about a dude, a kid. His name was sadly, the real person passed away in he passed away in December of 2019. He lived a good life. He died at 73, pretty sure. He's a great person from the movie and stories I've heard, because I've done my research, you know, how to help in there. He was born in 1946. He was born in North Carolina, and he was severely mentally disabled. And I'm pretty sure he never went to school, because, you know, so he just roamed around the whole town. He would roam around the town, pushing a little shopping cart. People would, like, you know, like, feel sad for him, say he got, you know, they would push him away, you know. He was looked down upon. He was an outcast, we could say that. And, like, you know, he just spent most of his, like, young years just walking around. He didn't know why, you know. His mom was super hardworking. She worked, like, the craziest shifts at a hospital, you know, like, to make money for her and her kid, because his dad passed away. So it was just her. She was the breadwinner. She was out there, so she couldn't always be taking care of him. There wasn't enough money for a caretaker, you know. So he would, like, spend his days just walking around. And then at one point he came across the football field. They were practicing. They had a brand new coach. Dang it, I forgot his name. I remember the coach's name now. I totally didn't go research it. It was Coach Jones. He was a brand new head athletic director at the school in North Carolina. The school is called T.L. Hanna High School. That's the name of the school. So he was the new head coach there, you know, finna run the program. And that's when it all happened, you know. It's like the multiverse happens. Paths just collide and life is completely changed. So in the movie, James Radio Kennedy is played by Cuba Gooding Jr. All right, I got it. Which was crazy to me, because the first movie I think I saw him in was Boys in the Hood. So you see him in Boys in the Hood, and then I watch him here, and he's, you know, I'm going to say this. I don't care how it sounds. He plays an amazing mentally disabled person. I don't know how that's going to sound or where that's going to put me at, but in my full honesty, he played an amazing mentally disabled kid person, whatever. And yeah, that's how it starts out. He strolls on with his little buggy. He finds the football field. They're practicing. And there's this dude. I freaking hate him. little long hair boy. He just thinks he's everything. He thinks because he's good at sport. He deserves everything. He goes to get a ball that was kicked, and it was kicked over the fence. And of course, he's a curious guy. I mean, he picks up the ball and he's like, "What? What is this?" He throws it in his little shopping cart, and that football player comes up to him. He's like, "Hey, give me the ball." He gets mad at them, and from there on, it's like this little hate against that poor kid. At some other point, he, radio, he strolls in there. I don't know, maybe I think possibly the saddest thing, he was trying to give the ball back. And I don't know how this passed. Like, they tied this dude up in a shed. These high school football players tied this poor mentally disabled kid into a shed. They tied him up like full Mexican cartel thing. Man had a tape over his mouth, and he had his hands and his legs tied up. And no one went to jail for this, bro. The coach just made him run. He just punished him with running. That should have been jail time, bro. Yo, look at the pure fear in this poor kid's face.
Nobody move. No. I just want to help you. We're just going to cut the tape off.
And there's an actor. Now imagine what the real kid felt. That's freaking horrible, dude. What the heck? Then basically the coach, he just like punishes him by making him run, because that's not kidnapping at all, it's not a felony. But he just does that. And then like the coach just, something hits him, and he starts trying to get closer to him, tries inviting him. He says, "Hey, you know what? Come practice with us. Come see what this is about. Come show off." No show off, but just come help us. He wants the kid to do something because he sees him just walking around. And then after a few practices, radio, they give him his name. His name is actually given to him because he walks around with a radio. He loves radios. He even takes them apart and just they say he's dumb. They say he's this and that, but he just goes into that. He's looking at the radios and how they work. He just, he's smarter than he may look. And yeah, the coach tries to be nice to him, helps him out a lot, and he just becomes like part of the team. Some may not like it. A lot of them don't like it. But he just does his thing, bro. He's not letting anyone hate on him. Mostly because he doesn't understand that. But he does a little bit. People, especially when it's one dude, which is the father of the kid that does not like him, is the one talking out the most, gets the coach in trouble with the school board because no one actually knows how old Radio is. He might have the mind of a 5-year-old, but they don't know his actual age. So, and the coach puts him in school. Like, he starts him out in 11th grade, teaching him stuff. And I mean, it's working. Like, he starts to talk, he starts to communicate and get a lot better, more healthily mentally. Like, he gets more mental health. It goes up. That's what I'm gonna say. And then, the school board and stuff are in the coach's butt trying to get him in trouble. They just ready for Radio to do anything, and he's out. They just want to get him out. They're at a game, and this dude, the coach gets super mad at the ref. It was a bad call. Totally. I saw that. I played football. I was on the sidelines. I know what I'm talking about. Totally bad call. Coach gets mad, of course, reasonably. Radio don't know what he's doing. I think there was like penalty on penalty because coach kept getting mad. He kept stepping up too much on the ref. And then he says, chicken shit. Radio does. He repeats it so many times. And he goes up to the ref too. He's trying to fight the ref. Another penalty, another flag. They don't catch a break. People get mad at that, but what was 15 more yards? It was literally 15 more yards. Coach had already gotten all the other flags, but they got mad at radio because he got one flag on him. There's this one time where they couldn't take him. They couldn't take him on because, you know, he's not technically part of the school. I don't even think he was getting paid for anything, but they're not allowed to take him on away games because he can't get on the bus. Because he could have I don't know. The principal gives a dumb reason, but and then you know what he does, man? He stays out there in the rain at home at the school's football field, and he plays football by himself while listening to his teammates' game over the radio. You know, he gets sad when they miss a ball. He gets happy when they, you know, it's so far it's bad. It's been a bad season, not the best, but you know, they make it through. The season ends. Now radio's scared. He's sad. He's like, what am I gonna do? Football's over. You know, the assistant coach is always super cool to him too. And they agree, let's let him help us out in basketball season. You know, he does his thing in basketball season, same way. And that kid that tied him up, him and his boys, a little gang, they tell him, hey bro, the girls coach told us she needs you. Can you please go into the girls' locker room? She's there all alone. There's no other girls. We promise. You should go in there because she needs you. And he's like, nah, I can't do that. I couldn't do that because I'm not allowed in the girls' restroom. You know, they try to think he's dumb, but he's smart, bro. And they keep manipulating the poor dude. They're like, oh, she's gonna be so disappointed if you don't go. You wouldn't want her to be disappointed, huh? And, you know, he don't want to let no one down. He goes. Poor kid goes in there. There's girls in there showering. Just absolutely destroys all the progress they've been doing against the school board.
Medeva?
You can't be in here.
Coach starts interrogating the man. This man is such a G. He does not snitch. He had full 100% authority to snitch. He could have. He should have. That's not even called snitching. He's just telling the truth. He didn't tell on him.
No.
Who did?
No.
Radio, who asked you to go in the girls' locker room? Who asked you?
No.
But coach puts two and two together. Gets on that dude. He's like, nah, you not playing next game. And the kid's like, oh, your boy told you, huh? He's like, no, he actually didn't. But I can just tell other people. Hey, that dude's own friend sold him out. That's the crazy thing. Radio didn't. Christmas comes. And Radio's mom, she's working her butt off, bro. She works all throughout Christmas too. No break, man. They do not give this lady a break. And you know, the coach takes him with his family. Takes him out to, you know, go Christmas caroling and stuff. And the whole town, they give him presents. And a coach doesn't have that good of a relationship with his daughter, you know. He's been really focused on radio, and he can tell, and he can notice. He sees it, and he knows it's wrong. His daughter, you know, tells him. She gets mad at him a little bit, you know. And then, you know, they talk it out, but they couldn't finish talking. Radio pulled up, doing his little funny thing. And then, you know, Radio got all these gifts from people. So he's out there. Another day, he's outside. He's moving his presents around. You know what he was actually doing? He was giving his neighbors and people around his own gifts. Cause you know he's like maybe I got too many. So, you know, Phil over there deserves some. Freaking Jessica over there deserves, you know. And he's like holding it around. And there's this new cop in town, bro. Radio can't even get away from police brutality, man. Just wait. He's hauling his gifts around. This brand new cop, he's like, what are you doing? Where'd you get that from? And Radio's like, they're my Christmas gifts, you know, because they are his Christmas gifts. Man, this cop does not care. Ruthless. He just freaking slams the kid into a car. They book him, take him to jail. And one of a really good person that actually knows Radio, and they like him, you know, almost the whole town likes Radio. If you don't, you know. They see him in there, and he's a cop too. He's like, what the heck? They get him out. They sit the boy down. He's eating a sandwich. They were watching basketball. Coach pulls up, man. He gives us the most meanest stare at that new cop, bro. Like the death stare, bro. I was scared when I seen that. He wanted to kill that dude. And understandable, bro. Really uncalled for. But, you know, then sadly, very unfortunately, Radio's mom passes away from a heart attack. And, you know, he's left shattered. That's like the person he had. Other than like Coach, you know, his mom was always there, like always before Coach, would have been after Coach, you know. He loses mom, terribly broken down. And then Coach and his daughter boys up. They try to help him out. But you know, you just can't get in, you know, he lost his mom. He destroyed his own house. Like he just, you know, he's angry, you know, it happens. And then they leave. And then his coach starts telling his daughter about why he does it. Why he wants to help Radio. And it's because he said when he was young, he did a paper route. He used to, you know, do a paper route, get papers out on a bike. And he said he went by this house one time and he heard screaming. He went over to this house, and it had like a little cellar, you know, under the house with like chicken wire. And then he got close. He heard like screaming, so he got close. He saw fingers. So he got even closer. He went down. He got on his hands and knees and he looked through, and he saw a kid, his same age, that also had a mental disability. We don't know which one, but he was just kept down there. And yeah, abused probably, neglected, starving. His family just threw him away because he was, you know, he wasn't right. And then he says he did this paper route for 2 years. And he never did a thing about that kid. So, you know, now he's grown and he says you got to do something about it. Which reminds me of a story, man. Y'all may not think, but that happens more than we would like to admit. That's a horrible thing. I heard, you know, a story. I won't say who, but in my family, they were talking to me. Older Mexican man. They were telling me that he remembers back when he was a kid, also in Mexico. You know, he lived in the poor side. It's just like fields and woods and stuff. And he said that he's a shepherd. He'd take care of goats and sheep. And his mom would tell him, don't go a certain depth into the woods. And if you see a house in there, don't go to it. Don't get even close to it. Then one day he decided to not listen. He went in there. And he saw it was like a little shed, like a little tiny concrete house. Like, you know, like the first houses you make in Minecraft out of dirt, but it was not made out of concrete. He saw there was a poor dude in there. Probably like a teenager by now, but chained up. Also a mentally disabled person. He was chained up. And then, you know, he was scared. He left. He didn't know what to do. He finally came out and told his mom. He said, Mom, I saw this kid. He was chained up there. And his mom told him that it was one of his cousins and that his family just, you know, did that to him. You know, lot of ignorance, a lot of misunderstanding. You don't know how the world works, and I don't know. It happens, you know. It's a horrible world we live in, but what can we do? Let's get back to the movie. I'm sorry. There's no reason for that horrible story, but, you know, it was relevant. I think everyone loved Ray, though. The whole school. He had advanced from not even being able to say any words. He was out here giving, you know, the announcements, the daily school announcements. He was, you know, Coach told him, he was like, you're going to 12th grade, man. You're going to 12th grade. And that's where the movie ends. He got, you know, he kept, for years, I'm not talking about just the next year, the 12th grade. For years and years and years, till he was super old, he kept being there for the players. No matter what generation of football players for that school, he was always there. Amazing person. Is the real life person is amazing. Sadly, he did pass away, 73 years old. He has health complications. But you know, it's a great movie. I should watch it. Just real story. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a true story. It's a beautiful movie. You know, give you a little bit of happiness. Cause I mean, there's a mass shooting over here, mass shooting over there. You know, just mass shooting yeah, I think there's been 163 mass shootings. We're only 5 months in. Dude, this world sucks, man. But, man, we brighten up your day a little bit. Go watch this movie. And, yeah, that was your nutty movie review. Hopefully y'all liked it. Run me my 2 views. Nah, I'm just playing, you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it. I know I did a lot wrong. Probably. This is my first movie review, man. Come on. You know, I might do more. Maybe comment what movie I should do next. But put actual movies, bro. Don't put no porno on here, man. Y'all gonna be in the comments talking about Mia Khalifa comes to dinner. Freaking, Abella Danger. Don't ask me how I know these people. Just thank you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the few views we get. It's you know, it's gonna keep me going. I might not always be gaming channel. I mean, gaming videos might be the most random things, like a movie review about a movie that came out in 2003. Anything, man. It's my YouTube channel, bro. I do what I want. All right, you guys. I love y'all. We're out.